Hi, friends. Have you ever played dress up and pretended to be a queen or a king? I have, but guess what? I know a real story about a girl who became a real queen, and her name was Esther. Oh, you're going to love this one. So, a long, long time ago, there was a king named Xerxes. He had a big palace and lots of people who worked for him. One day, the king needed to pick a new queen. So he called for all the young women in the land to come to the palace. That's when Esther came in. She was a kind and beautiful girl who lived with her cousin, Mordecai. Mordecai took care of her because her parents had died. He loved her like a daughter. Remember, Esther, don't tell anyone you're an Israelite for now. It's better to keep it to ourselves, Mordecai said with care and caution. I understand, Uncle. I trust you, Esther replied, trusting in him. Now, Esther didn't tell anyone she was part of God's special people, the Israelites, because Mordecai told her to keep it a secret for now. She listened because she trusted him. When Esther went to the palace, everyone liked her. She was polite, sweet, and didn't act like she was better than anyone else. And guess what? The king liked her the most, so he put a crown on her head and made her queen. Just like that. I can't believe it. From a regular girl to a queen. Esther expressed in awe and humility. Can you imagine that? One day she was just a regular girl. The next day, boom, a queen. But her story wasn't all about fancy dresses and crowns. Something very serious happened. There was a mean man named Haman who worked for the king. Oh, he was so sneaky and full of pride. He wanted everyone to bow down to him. But Mordecai wouldn't bow. I only bow to God, Mordecai said firmly and respectfully. That made Haman super angry. He didn't just want to hurt Mordecai, he wanted to get rid of all the Israelites. That was terrible. Your Majesty, there's a group of people who don't follow your laws. Let's make a new law to handle them, Haman said, to deceive and mislead the king. Haman tricked the king into making a new law. The law said that on a certain day, all of God's people would be in danger. When Mordecai heard this, he was so sad. He sent a message to Queen Esther. You have to talk to the king, Esther. You have to help us. Mordecai pleaded urgently, but Esther was scared. In those days, you couldn't just walk up to the king, even if you were the queen. Maybe you became queen for such a time as this, Mordecai said, wise and hopeful. Tell everyone to pray and fast for 3 days. I'll do the same. And then I will go to the king. And if I perish, I perish, Esther said, with all courage and certainty. After 3 days, Esther put on her royal robe and went to see the king. Her heart was probably beating fast, thump, 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 thump. But when the king saw her, guess what he did? He smiled and held out his golden scepter. Phew, Esther was safe. Then she invited the king and Haman to a fancy dinner. And at the dinner, she invited them to another one the next day. What is your request, Queen Esther? Even up to half the kingdom it will be given to you, King Xerxes said, generous and curious. Someone is trying to hurt me and all my people, Esther pleaded earnestly. Who would do such a thing? King Xerxes asked, shocked and concerned. It's him, Esther accused bravely. Uh-oh. Haman's face turned pale. The king got very angry. He stopped Haman's plan and made a new law to protect the Israelites. Mordecai got a new important job in the palace, and God's people were saved, all because Esther was brave, all because she stood up for what was right. Esther wasn't loud or strong like a superhero, but she was kind, smart, and trusted God. She did something very hard, even when she was afraid. I want to be like Esther. I want to do what's right, even when it feels scary. Do you want to be like her too? Maybe there's someone you can stand up for, or maybe you can be brave and kind at school or home. Thanks for listening to this story. If you liked it, ask your grown up to subscribe to Kids Bible Tales so you can hear even more stories. Bye for now, and remember, God can use you for something big, just like He used Queen Esther.